Robloxians, welcome to today's YouTube video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 angles that you need to know in map prototype. If you want to see me do this on other maps, let me know down in the comments. Let's get it. Let's start off with an easy angle on prototype. Let's say your opponent is behind the triple blue boxes watching the right side, right? Because he knows you are there and he thinks he's all nice and safe behind these boxes. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be standing right here, and let's say you know that he's behind the boxes. Stand close to the triple blue boxes, move a little bit to the left, and you can easily kill him. Let me zoom in my camera a little bit. This is how you hit the shot. Boom, there we go. I know it looks very weird, but this is a legit shot. Now for this next angle, if you play a lot on prototype, you will notice that a lot of players like to play on these stairs here and like to aim down here on this little entrance down there. Now, if you're on the other side as the enemy, let me show you. You can actually see his head a little bit. I mean, if I keep jumping, I can even see his shoulders. And let's just say he's just standing up there without moving anything. He's like waiting for you to peek. If you time your shot right as you jump, you can actually hit his head. Let me show you guys how this is hittable. Boom, just like that. You can easily get a headshot up there. Now for this next angle, let's keep it on the same area. Let's say your opponent learned his lesson and he knows that you're gonna headshot him if he just stands up here and he moves down one step right here, or he's like moving down here or here, doesn't matter. Let's say he's just standing right here and you are right here on the yellow wall. And actually, if you know that he's literally one step under, you can actually shoot his toes, man. All you gotta do is aim right here on the steps and you can hit his toes. Even though you can't really see him, if he's moving, you can actually see some movement down there. And that's how you will know if he's on that step. Or if he like drops down one step, you can see now he's down one level. And now he's back up on the other level again. So that's how you will know that he's on the yellow stairs. And now that I know where his toes at, I can actually shoot through the stairs. Let me show you guys how the shot is done. Boom, just like that. I shoot his toes through the stairs. Legit shot. Now the same angle would work if your opponent is not on these yellow stairs, but on the other side of the map on the yellow stairs. Let's say you know that he's like moving around on the steps there and you're trying to look for his toes. All you gotta do now is once you see his toes and you know where he is kinda, you can go for it. All you gotta do, zoom in your cam, stand close to this box so you don't get killed, and quick peek. Boom, just like that. You can easily hit the opponent's toes. Now for this next angle, let's say your opponent is playing very safe behind the triple blue boxes here. And let's say you are on the yellow stairs. And let's move up here real quick. And you are up here and you actually know that there's an opponent because you can literally see his knife. And many players will now think, okay, well, I know that he's behind there, but I know that he's safe. I cannot kill him. That is actually not true. If you look closely, you can actually see some pixels of his body peeking, and that happens when your opponent doesn't fully go behind the blue boxes with their whole body. So in order to hit this little shot here, all you gotta do, go up here, go against this wall, line yourself up, and try to jump up, move to the left, and try to shoot as near as you can at the blue boxes. Let me show you guys how to hit the shot. Boom, just like that. I shot him. Even though it looks like he's behind the blue boxes, I still got the kill, and that is completely legit. Now for this next angle, let's say we have the same scenario. Your opponent is behind the triple blue boxes, very safe, and you are up on the yellow stairs. But this time your opponent is not peeking his body at all. So you can, if you try to hit the shot, you will not hit. He is completely behind the blue boxes. You can only hit him with hacks. But there's another way you can still kill him in a legit way. For that, I need you to equip your knife, line yourself up on the wall. Since we know that he's behind the blue boxes, since we can see his knife, there's actually a way to headshot him with a knife. Throw your knife at the top of this blue box here and try to hit his head. Let me show you guys how this is done. Boom, just like that, you can actually throw a knife through the top of the box and hit his head. Now for this next angle, we're going to be moving down to these blue boxes here. And let's say your opponent is right here on this yellow wall. And he's putting a lot of pressure by like shooting in your direction. And he's like quick peeking and you don't really know what to do about it. He's like shooting and like trying to get a shot off. Here's a way to counter that. All you gotta do is go into shift lock, line yourself up with the wall, and you gotta zoom in. And as you can see, I can actually see through this little gap here on the top box. And if my opponent were to peek now, I can actually see his body. So if he's like aggressively peeking, you could just time your shot right, and you will actually hit the shot just how I just did. And that's actually an easy shot because all you gotta do is press your button. You don't even have to move or nothing. Now the same angle would work on the other side of the boxes. So if I line myself up on the wall again and my opponent is on that side of the yellow wall right here, all I gotta do now is just line myself up with the wall. And on this side, the gap is actually very, very tight in comparison to on the other side, but this shot is still manageable. And if my opponent keeps peeking, I can just easily shoot through this little gap, and it's GG's. Now you might ask yourself, well, Tenso, if he just stays here on the wall, he can just always kill me and I can't do nothing about it. Well, actually, that is not true. There is a way to kind of counter that. It's a very tough shot in my opinion, but as you can see, when I stand right here, he doesn't see me, right? He does not see me because I am behind this wall. Okay, he might see my axe and that's it. But I can see him and I know that he's playing this angle, and I can actually counter by actually shooting him through this little gap. Now the best way to do it is not by like doing this. It's actually better if you jump and move a little bit to the side and go for the shot. Now you need to have perfect crosshair placement for this because it is a very tiny space. Let me show you guys how the shot is done. Boom, just like that. You can actually counter it by shooting through the little gap. Now the same counter angle would work if the opponent stays on this wall on the other side of the boxes and you are behind here. As you can see, if I stand right here, I can literally see him that he's standing against the wall. Now, what I recommend to hit this shot is not by jumping up and moving to the side, because as you can see, as I jump to the side, I literally can't see him anymore, right? As I move to the side, I cannot see him anymore. So the best way of how you can hit the shot, in my opinion, is to line your camera up like this so you can't see him anymore, and then move a little bit to the right to where your body is peeking and you see him, and then shoot him. So let me show you guys what I mean by that. Just like that. Now that was 10 angles that you need to know on map prototype. If you want to see me do these on other maps, make sure to comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like the video, man. Peace out, Robloxians.